this week I'm going to be showing you how to make my super easy granola bars. They are really healthy because they have no sugar in them and they only use honey, dates, seeds and dried fruit and desiccated coconut. Okay, so first of all you're going to need 180 grams of dates with the stones removed. 250 millilitres of runny honey, but because I ran out of honey halfway through, I had to mix it with date next, so I'll put runny honey is fine. Grams of rolled oats, 100 grams of chia seeds, and a mixture of dried fruit. What I've used is apple, pears and mangoes. You want to cut it into relatively small pieces so that when you're eating the granola bar you don't get a massive chunk. You need a mixture of smaller dried fruit and seeds. I've used pumpkin seeds in here and goji berries and cranberries, and that comes to 160 grams. And finally, you need 80 grams of desiccated coconut and also a large tray or something to put the granola bar into the oven. So let's get started. The first step is to start heating your pan up, because what you're going to do is you're going to boil the dates and the honey together in a pan. So let's get started. I've put my dates and my honey in, you're going to have to start boiling it, and you're going to leave it for 5 to 6 minutes on a slightly low heat because you don't want it to burn. Okay, so while you're waiting for the dates to boil, you have to, in a large mixing bowl, add the oats, chia seeds, pumpkin seeds and goji berries, dried fruit and desiccated coconut. So this is what your bowl should look like. Okay, so now you're going to take a wooden spoon and just mix it together so it's easier when we add the dates to it. So we're just going to mix it like that. Okay, so now that your dates are boiled, they should look like that. So it's got a paler colour on top. Let me switch it off. And then we're going to blend it in the blender to blend it into a sticky paste. Should be a really sticky paste, and it's going to be really hot, so be careful not to touch that bit. We're just going to pour it into the oat mixture, and this will help to bind it all together so that the granola bar doesn't fall apart and crumble when you bite into it. Combine the oats and the sticky date paste really well, because you don't want to get any oats that's by itself, and you also don't want to get a giant lump of the date paste. So we're just going to stick it all together, and you kind of have to push it down to get it to stick. Okay, so our last step is to get an oven-proof dish and grease it and line it with baking paper. Then you take a spatula and you just need to scoop out all this mixture and put it into your oven dish. you need to flatten down the mixture with a spatula, and you'll see that it does this quite easily because it's a really... Now that you've finished flattening it down, all you have to do is put it into the oven and bake it for 30 to 40 minutes. I've taken the granola out of the oven, and because it's really hot, you've got to leave it to cool for about 15 minutes. Otherwise, if you cut it, it will just all crumble and break apart. But just to show you what it looks like on the inside and what it should look like on the inside, I'm going to cut a little bit of it off, just from the side corner. I'm just going to cut a little bit into it. And you just need a knife and just take a little spoon. Don't drop the knife. Okay, and so here is what it should look like on the inside. As you can see, it's stuck really well together, and it's going to be really hot, so be careful. And it's kind of got like a really nice golden colour, all the oats on the inside. So that's what it should look like. So I'm going to leave this, and I'll come back in 15 minutes. And for the meantime, I will be clearing up. I just finished making my granola bars, and the last step was just to cut it up. And as you can see, I just cut it into quite random sized granola bars, but they were really delicious, and I hope you guys had fun making them because I really did. So thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next time I make a video. Bye!